On your mark.
Get behind the line.
Set.
We're about to start and get underway with the 6th grade girls 100-meter dash. Lane assignments: Lane 2, Cooper, Ella Fitzgerald, Smith, Gildersleeve, Yarborough, Huntington, James, Gildersleeve, and Afifi Hall, Gildersleeve. That's lanes 2 through 6. 6th grade girls 100-meter dash. They're off. Now look at them go. It's our first section, 6th grade girls 100-meter dash. Second section of the 6th grade girls 100-meter dash. Williams, Booker T, lane 1, lane 2, Bestia, Hines, Arrington, Booker T, Washington, lane 3, lane 4, Boswell, Passage, lane 5, Borden, Achievable Dream, Blunt, lane 6, Ella Fitzgerald, Cox, lane 7, and Freeman, lane 8. All right, this is a tight race. It's like lane 4 and lane 4 unofficially looks like the winner of that particular heat. If you hear me say heat, it's the same as saying section. So I might say section or I may say heat. Either way, it would be the same thing. Section 3 of the 6th grade girls 100-meter dash. Zur, Hines, lane 1, lane 2, Haynes, Brown, Achievable Dream, Newton, Passage, Jackson, An Achievable Dream, Mizell, Crittenden, Chapman, Passage, Hardy, Ella Fitzgerald, and lane 8, Walters of Hines. And here they come. The third section is usually what we call the smoke, the fastest section. And unofficially, it looks like lane 4. Seventh and 8th grade girls 100-meter dash. Bryant, lane 1, Moore, lane 2, Tailfair, 3, Granville, 4, Rodriguez, 5, Barrow, 6, Timmons, 7, and Telford, lane 8. This is section 1. The 7th and 8th grade girls 100-meter dash. Well, looks like lane 4. Lane 4, unofficially. Just in case you were wondering, folks, the way it's seated, you have the fastest section is usually the last section, which on paper is the third section here. Section 2, Mays, Passage, Lane 1. Lane 2, Bradshaw. Lane 3, Johnson. Lane 4, Harris. Lane 5, Gwynn. Lane 6, Scott. Lane 7, Crawford. And lane 8, Grant. It looks like lane 4. She's getting, it was a late charge there. But it looks like she held on for the win. The last and final section, 7th, 8th grade girls, 100-meter dash. Lane 1, Jones. Lane 2, Sykes. Lane 3, Johnson. Lane 4, Scott. Lane 5, Daniels. Lane 6, Moody. Lane 7, Meade. And lane 8, Manning.
1600-meter run. Second call for girls. 1600-meter run. First call for boys. 1600.
And this is your fast section, folks. Race is in the middle of the track. Lane 3, 4, and 5. Looks like lane 4 right now, and if she can hold it off, she won. All right, she looks like the winner unofficially. All right. We're about to start the boys, the 6th grade boys, 100-meter dash. First section, lane 1, Elliott. 2, Batten. 3, Watts. 4, Smith. 5, Bennett. 6, Jenkins. 7, Butler. Oh, I'm sorry, folks. There were only 3 in that section. That's Anderson, Williams, and Williams. It looks like lane 4. Williams, an achievable dream. Section 2 of 3 sections. Lane 1, Ligon. Lane 2, Holland. Lane 3, Watts. 4, Evans. 5, Blunt. 6, Batsy. Lane 7, Witt and Senat. Lane 8. Oh, close race. Real close, too close to call. I don't know if the naked eye could pick that up. Sure glad we got a camera, folks. Last and final section, 6th grade boys, 100-meter dash. Lane 1, Betts. 2, Santafall. 3, Harris. 4, Painter. 5, Strickland. 6, Hullen. 7, Collins. And 8, Kerr. Last and final section, 6th grade boys, 100-meter dash. Actually, folks, you know, lane 4, that name is rather familiar to me. Sounds like my last name. I think I know that kid. I think I know that young man. Let's see how they do. Let's see how they do. Well, right now the race is in lane 4. Unofficially lane 4. Right. 7th and 8th grade boys, 100-meter dash. Section 1, lane 1, Elliott. 2, Batten. 3, Watts. 4, Smith. 5, Bennett. 6, Jenkins. 7, Butler. First section, boys, 7th and 8th grade, 100-meter dash. All right, here they go. All right. Heat 1, looks like the race is in lane 3 and 4. It's a close one. Unofficially, lane 3. Good run. I'm enjoying these young athletes. They're doing a great job. This is a really good introduction to the sport of track and field. Section 2, 7th and 8th grade boys 100-meter dash. Lane 1, looks like Dobson, 2, Harris, 3, Jones, 4, Jordan, 5, Durham, 7, Bethea, 6, Bethea, 7, Evans, and 8, Conway. Second section. All right, they're off. Oh, lane 2 looks like they have it right now. Here come lane 4. Oh, I think lane 2 unofficially. Good race. That was a good race. Section 3, what we call the smoking section. Lane 1, Sevilla. Lane 2, Thomas. Lane 3, Waits. Lane 4, Thomas. Lane 5, Barber. Lane 6, Hill. Lane 7, Nelms. And lane 8, Johnson. All right. Oh, a little slip at the start there in lane 3. Lane 4 is out to a fast start. Lane 5 is coming on. Oh, it's close, folks. I think lane 5. Good race. Good race. Awesome. Boy, I'm glad they have a camera down there. All right, folks. The next race on the track will be the 7th and 8th grade girls 1,600-meter run. There should be 16 participants in this particular heat or race. There's only one section, so this is all of your runners for the 1,600-meter run. 7th and 8th grade girls. Well, we have 16 runners in this event. With 16 runners, they may run using what's called an alley, where they'll have 8 runners on the inside lanes of the track and 8 runners on the outside lanes. The runners on the outside lanes will get a bit of a head start, but it's not really because on a track, because of the way things are set, it's called a staggered start. So they'll start them staggered inside to outside and run them, and they'll all break on the turn when they come out of the turn on the back straightaway. I'm thinking that's what's going to happen because I see cones going around the track. We'll see how they do it. Or they could run using a waterfall start. They put them all in the same line. Oh. Wait a minute, before that race starts, it looks like they may have another heat of the girls 100 meters. I think these young athletes may have missed their race, so they may be going back to give them an opportunity to compete. And that's a great thing. I think every athlete that comes today should have the opportunity to compete. Looks like they're all from the same school, Huntington. I think that's what they're going to do. I'm not sure what group that is, but let's watch them do their thing, folks.
On your mark, set.
All right. They're off, folks. They're running. That's a good race. That's a good race. All right, looks like lane 4. Good finish. Good finish. All right. 1600 meter girls, 7th and 8th grade girls, 1600 meter run. We have 16 participants, folks. Starting with your participants with hip numbers or lane numbers. Fontanet, Valentine, Smith, Fairman, Lewis, Scott, Beard, Fopp, Malsey, Haywood, Melton, Goodwin, Banks, Riffro, Hart, and Salem. Just as I suspected. We are going to run the alley. We have participants in the outside lanes, staggered ahead of those participants starting at the original start-finish line. All right, they're off. Have a runner in the outside lanes in that alley. They took off ahead of the pack and now breaking into lane 1. This is 1 mile, folks, 1600 meters. This race can be very tactical, running even splits, which would be an even time for each lap of the race. Some runners can do that. Others run a slower pace in the first lap, and then they try to pick up their pace. Even laps tend to be the better way to go in a race such as this. One runner out front. She's already completed one lap. Here comes the rest of the pack. A lot of times in races of this distance or further distances, runners get lapped. So it's always a good idea to keep lap counters down on the track so that they can spot runners and know what lap that runner is in at any particular time and give them their lap count as they go by. As you can imagine, sometimes running this far and you start to get a little winded, you can forget exactly what lap you're on. But as you get better at this particular event, it's easier to keep up with what lap you're on. This young lady's done a fine job. She's separated herself from the field. Right now she may have a 50-meter lead or better on the next closest runner to her. Actually, I think it's more than even 50 meters. She's doing an excellent job. If she can hold that pace, she should run a really good time. I'm trying to spot her hip number to actually see who that is. Looks like it's number 1. Looks like Fontenette, Passage Middle School. She's doing a fine job. At this point, she's running away with this race. All of these runners are doing a good job because actually in a race such as this, if you don't get lapped, then you're doing pretty good. And no one is getting lapped. She's in her last lap, going into the bell lap. Last lap, she's picking up the pace now. Some of the other runners are picking up their pace as well. I think she's built up a sizable lead. I don't think she has anything to worry about. Awesome run. Awesome run. Folks, I ran track 2. This was not a race that I would run. It takes something special to run a mile. And especially at a good pace. And she has a very good pace. All right. She's making her way in the home stretch. Here she comes. About 50 meters out. She's making her way home, folks. Listen to the crowd bringing her in, bringing her home. Good job. Good job. Yeah, she gave it a lot. She's on the track. She's on her knees. That was a really good run. Yeah, that's what you call leaving it all out on the track. Yeah, they're cheering them on, bringing them home. Awesome. I love seeing these young athletes. Next event is the boys' 7th and 8th grade 1,600 meter run. It looks like we have 18 participants in this particular race. Wearing number 1, Hart of Gildersleeve. 2, Mullins of Passage. 3, Stripes of Passage. 4, Hopkins of Gildersleeve. 5, James of Crittenden. 6, Rabuteau of Hines. 7, Fleming, Ella Fitzgerald. 8, Marcella, Ella Fitzgerald. 9, Pugh, Ella Fitzgerald. Thurot of Gildersleeve. 10, 11, Singletary of Crittenden. 12, Pettifer of Hines. Campbell of Crittenden. Gibson, Passage. Bakla, Hines. Reese, Booker T. Harris, Booker T. And Stewart of Booker T. They're going to run it the same way they ran the girls. They are going to run an alley. They have them staggered. They have about 9 athletes on the inside lane, in the inside lanes, and about 6 on the outside lanes. Here they go. I'm not sure about this race, folks. Looks like this race may be a little more tactical. All right, they've all started to break for lane 1. It's a good pace. It's not a blistering pace, but it's a pretty good pace. All right. We're hit number 7 so far. Fleming of Ella Fitzgerald is our leader right now. All right. They're all about completed their first lap. 3 more to go, folks. 3 to go. It's starting to stretch out a little bit here. Basically have looks like 2 packs. Well, I would say 3 because you have the top 3 runners and then 2 more following them, and the rest are in the rear. And a new runner to take over the first spot. And another just took over second. Looks like Mullins of Passage is our leader right now. And in second place, Hopkins of Gildersleeve. They're running side by side right now, with Hopkins with a slight lead. Hopkins and Mullen are running together right now. They're battling back and forth to see who's going to be in that first position. Fleming has dropped back to 4th position. I'm not sure who just took over the 3rd position. But right now, it's a 2-man race. Mullen and Hopkins seem to be playing a little bit of catch the mouse. All right. Mullen has put some distance between him and Hopkins right now. Mullins is in first place and Hopkins is second. Like they're in the final lap. Hopkins has closed ground on Mullins. He's within striking distance. He seems to be running pretty comfortable. I think it may come down to who has the better kick at the end. Oh, side by side now, folks. Yeah, this race has been a little more strategic with the top 2 runners. I think Hopkins right now has put some distance between him and Mullins. We have a runner in 3rd making his way up. I'm not sure who that is, folks, but he's running pretty good. Just went by Mullins in the 2nd position. He's trying to catch Hopkins. I don't think he's going to do it. But it is a valiant effort. He's giving a good effort, folks. Oh, he's really sprinting now. He's trying. Oh, he just ran out of track, folks. Didn't have quite enough track left. Looks like Hopkins is your winner. Next event, folks, would be your 6th grade girls 4x100 meter relay. As these young athletes are finishing up, they're giving it their best. I'm loving every second of this, folks. Great job. It's a great introduction to the sport of track and field. Although there's no field events with these young athletes, but it is a really good introduction to the sport. Looks like the final runner. That's it. Bring them home, folks. Finish it up. Good job. Awesome job. Sixth grade girls, 4x100 meter relay. Lane 2, An Achievable Dream. Lane 3, Booker T. Lane 4, Ella Fitzgerald. Lane 5, Hines Middle. Lane 6, Passage Middle. And lane 7, Gildersleeve. In the sprints, whether it be a relay or an open sprint, 100 meters, 200 meters, or 400 meters, usually lane 4 goes to the team or individual with the fastest time coming into that event. So always kind of look in the middle of the track, because that's usually where the excitement is supposed to be, but it doesn't always work out that way, folks. The distance is the same, and you can win from anywhere on the track. Checking the zones to see if they're ready. Stick has to be passed between arrows on the track. They're off. Moving pretty good right now. Lane 6 seems to be out in front. Oh, not the best pass. Lanes 4 and 5 seem to be running pretty good right now. Lane 6 is still running well as well. All right, here we go. Third runner. Looking pretty good right now, folks. Tight race. Looks like lane 4. Lane 4. Good job. Good job. Had a little trouble passing the baton, but they got it around the track. Uh-oh. Yep, they're getting ready for the next. And your 7th and 8th grade girls, 4x100 meter relay. Lane 1, Gildersleeve. Lane 2, Crittenden Middle. Lane 3, Booker T. Washington. Lane 4, Ella Fitzgerald. Lane 5, Hines Middle. Lane 6, Mary Passage. And lane 7, An Achievable Dream. Folks, I'm telling you, I was a sprinter. I love the sprints. I think the sprints are the most exciting races in the sport of track and field.
Zone 1 is clear. Zone 2 and Zone 3, missed start. Eighth grade girls, 4 by 100.
Here we go, the 7th and 8th grade girls. 4 by 100 meter relay. Right now, it looks like an achievable dream. They're coming in the middle of the track. Someone just turned on the speed. All right. Looks like Hines right now. Hines middle out in front. Yeah, looks like Hines. Hines middle. Winner of the 7th and 8th grade girls 4 by 100 meter relay. Next up, 6th grade boys 4 by 100 meter relay. All right. Looks like we have lane 2, Mary Passage, lane 3, An Achievable Dream, lane 4, Gildersleeve, lane 5, Ella Fitzgerald, lane 6, Hines Middle, and lane 7, Booker T. Washington.
6th grade boys. Zone 1 is clear. 2 is clear. And Mr. Stark. Great job, officials.
All right, we have a good start. They're off and moving, folks. Right now, looks like lane 7 out in front. As I said, folks, you can win from anywhere. Looking good. Doesn't look like we had any violations with the exchange in the first zone. And zone 2 looks pretty good. Oh, the race is on the inside now. Looks like right now lane 3. Okay. All right. An Achievable Dream trying to run away with it. And unofficially, it looks like lane 3, An Achievable Dream. All right. Looks like the last section of boys, 4 by 100 meter relay, will be the 7th and 8th grade boys. Looks like lane 1, Booker T, lane 2, Hines, lane 3, An Achievable Dream, lane 4, Gildersleeve, lane 5, Ella Fitzgerald, lane 6, Crittenden, and lane 7, Passage Middle School. Let's see how they do, folks.
Zone 1 is clear.
All right, Mr. Starter.
Zone 2 through 3, Mr. Stark.
All right, folks, here we go. It's looking good in the middle of the track right now. Okay. Good race. Good run in the middle of the track. All right, here they come. And the last exchange, looking pretty good. Middle of the track, lane 4. Oh, he is moving, folks. He's not waiting for anybody. Folks, that's speed for you. I love that stuff. All right, folks. Next event up on the track, 400 meter. A 400 meter dash. And this race is not tactical. This is actually a sprint, folks. All right. We have a group of 3 clustered together in the back stretch. It'll work itself out when they hit the turn. Here they come, folks. It's looking good in the middle of the track. The leader in lane 4. Lane 5. I can say for real, folks, this is a tough race. There's speed, and you have to maintain it for a full lap. It's not easy to do. I'm proud of these young athletes, because it's not an easy thing to do, folks. And I think some of these athletes may be football players as far as the boys are concerned, and people talk about speed. Speed is speed, folks, but there's a difference between football and track and field. I don't know many football players during a game get to run straight for 100 meters. I've never seen it. Next heat, or next section up of girls. 7th and 8th grade, 400 meters, lane 1, Hubbard, lane 2, Thomas, lane 3, Hunter, lane 4, Bettle, lane 5, Jones, lane 6, Clark, lane 7, Young, and lane 8, Jones. Moving pretty good. This is the second section of 7th and 8th grade girls 400 meter dash. Looks like right now the race is in the middle of the track, folks. Looks like lane 4. Not sure what school. I think it may be Passage. Let's see. Yes. Battle lane 4, Passage Middle School. Doing a good job. Come on, you got to hang on there. This is where it gets tough, folks. Here comes an achievable dream, it looks like. All right. Third and final section of the 7th, 8th grade girls 400 meter dash. Lane 1, Jackson. Lane 2, Gillespie. Lane 3, Fields. Lane 4, Johnson. Lane 5, Noel. Lane 6, Bell. Lane 7, Jones. And lane 8, Solomon. right, they're off, folks. This is the third and final heat. It's usually the fastest heat. And now it looks like lane 5. At the 200-meter mark. And the second turn. Still lane 5. Here they come. Coming off the turn. The home stretch. Oh, the race is picked up. It's between lanes 3 and 4. It's a tight one. Oh, I think lane 3. Good race. That's just pure determination, folks. Sometimes it just comes down to who wants it the most. And I believe she did. In this race, generally for younger runners, the last 100 meters is the most wicked, if I can say. It is really tough. First section, 7th, 8th grade boys, 400 meters. Lane 3, Nelms. Lane 4, Santana. Lane 5, Spencer. First section, boys 400-meter dash.
Now we're down to 2 heats.
Okay, they're combining heats, it looks like, folks. So they're combining section 1, possibly with portions of section 2. I'm not sure exactly who they combined and moved into this section, but it'll all work itself out. Here we go. Boys 400-meter dash. Lane 7 is moving pretty good. And here comes lane 2. Moving up. Right now, lane 2 is leading, going into the turn. Lane 7 is trying to stay close. Lane 2 is leading right now. It's looking pretty good. Here they come, folks. Lane 2 right now is looking at 53 seconds for the quarter mile. And he finished lane 2. Awesome run, awesome run. I'm not sure because of them combining sections. I'm not quite sure who we'll have in this final section. They're announcing it out on the track.
Lane 8, William Ware represents Elephant Street.
All right, there we have it. There we go, folks. And as you saw in the start, you saw some of the runners down and some runners stood. At this level, there's really not a big difference between standing and being down because they're not using starting blocks. As you go on and you progress, high school, college, into the professional ranks, starting blocks are customary. Here we go, folks. In the final turn, coming to the home straightaway. It's in the middle of the track right now. Lane 3, lane 4. It's a fight. Lane 4 right now. Lane 3's coming back. Lane 4 unofficially. Looks like lane 4.
Lines is 2 and 3.
All right. $800-meter run. 6th grade girls. Looks like there are 2 sections. In the first section, you have, looks like 1, 2, 5 runners. I'm not quite sure, or if they're going to combine. No.
Looks like we'll combine 800 again. 6th grade girls.
Yeah, they're combining.
Running.
Looks like they're combining. I'm not sure where they are and how many from each heat. Okay, looks like they're going to use a waterfall start, which they can stand at the line, step up to the line that curves, going around, and start from there. Runners can break to lane 1 as soon as they have room on the inside of them. So on their left, if there's no one on their left, they can move down into lane 1. This race can also be run in lanes with a staggered start, where all runners will be in their lane until they get to the back straightaway, and then they can break and all can go into lane 1 after the first turn. They're going to do it a bit different, where they're going to put them in a waterfall start. Guns up. Here we go. We're off. Track time is 5:45, folks. 800-meter run, 2 laps. 2 laps around the track. A half of a mile. Top 4 places are running pretty good. Have a pretty good lead on the rest of the pack. They're coming around the turn. They're on the home stretch. When they get to the finish line, they have 1 lap to go. It should be the bell lap. You may hear a bell if someone's down there to ring it.
85 seconds. Third passage, 1, 2.
Bell lap. Final lap, folks. Trying to make out the top 2 runners. Second runner has just closed the distance on the first runner and looks like she's going to pass her. And she did. All right. She's picking up the pace, folks, and that's a great thing. We're at the 200-meter mark. Only 200 meters left in this race. First runner is looking pretty good. She's opened up a sizable lead on the second place runner. She's looking pretty comfortable right now. All right. She's giving it a little sprint. Finishing strong. All right, there was a change in second place. All right. Second place is looks pretty tight. All right. Awesome. Good run for these young ladies. That was a good run. Looks like we got a couple of runners still out, finishing up the race. All right, cheer for them, folks. Bring them home. Good finish.
Up next, heat 1 and 2. 7th, 8th grade girls, 800. Sophia Berman is 1 of 14. Jasmine Danielle passes 2. Annabelle Haywood passes 3.
The first section of the girls' 800-meter run for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade girls. Lane 1, Furman. Lane 2, Tino. Lane 3, Haywood. Lane 4, Mosa. Lane 5, Melton. Lane 6, Pierce. Lane 7, Paris. Lane 8, Godwin. 9, Renfro. 10, Allen. And here we go. Guns, sounds, and we're off.
has a 308, followed by Danilo Lions 308.
Right. Good run. All right. Top three places are moving pretty good. Look pretty comfortable right now. This race, because of the distance, can be rather tactical, but if you ever see professionals and college women run, it's not as tactical. It's speed. This is almost a sprint now, folks. It used to be really tactical. Now it's more of a sprint. It can be tactical because of the positioning, trying to get a good position within the race to make your move, but at the pace that some runners run at, it is definitely almost a sprint now. These young ladies are running pretty well, though. All right, we just had a lead change. Top three runners have changed position. I don't know, it looks like it could be another lead change. We'll see here momentarily, folks. We're in the last turn, 200 meters to go. It's holding true. There's been no change, but we'll see when they get on the home straightaway. A lot of times that's when the sprinting starts, and there it goes. Looks like this young lady, Booker T. Washington, just took over first place from Hines. Good run.
First call, girls 200.
Bring them home. Bring her home.
Fastest time to the section goes with Cedric Sharpness, 287, followed by 258 from Hines.
Have to watch him on the turn. If you see the starter, he's walking and watching. If someone fell, he would shoot that gun again to stop the race, to bring it back, to start the race again. A starter's job is to make sure all runners have a fair start. At the 200-meter mark in the first lap, it looks like he got 2 packs. These young athletes are doing a pretty good job out here today, folks. Looks like Hines has just taken over first place. It's the bell lap. Final lap. It's a good pace. He has a good pace. Looks like the runner in second place has a very good pace as well. I think he let the runner, the first place runner, just get a little too far away from him. He's trying to close the distance. $200 meters. 200 meters to go. He's doing a good job. All right. Looks like Hines all the way. All right. A little jump at the finish. He's excited to be finished. I don't blame him. That's not easy. That's not an easy race to run. All right. Finishing strong. Second section, boys, 800-meter run, 7th and 8th grade.
Up next, second
Wearing number 1 as far as hip number. Daughtry, lane 2 Tester, lane 3 Cherry, lane 4 Brown, lane 5 Hopkins, lane 6 Mullins, lane 7 Stipes, lane 8 Davis, lane 9 Guppins, and lane 10 Strickland. 2 laps. Oh, we had a fall. He's bringing him back.
Those here to stand.
All right. Good job. The other runners are checking on him. Great sportsmanship. Great sportsmanship. To have a full stride and a half on the runner on your inside in order to cut into lane 1. There can be a lot of bumping and jostling in a race like this. Seems to have worked itself out this time. The first place runner right now is running at a good pace. I don't know if he can hold that pace, but if he does and if he can, he's looking at a pretty good time. He looks pretty comfortable coming around the turn and on the home straightaway. He may be one that can hold that pace. That may be his actual pace. And if it is, that's an awesome run he's got going. The runner in second place has closed the distance a bit on him. Let's see if he responds to a challenge. If the second place runner comes up on his shoulder, he should respond by accelerating. Uh-oh, second runner just went down. Awesome. I don't know if it's a teammate or who, but they picked him up and helped him get moving again. Uh-oh. That's just a lead change. Here we go. This is going to be a good race. He's not going to be able to pass on the inside. He's going to have to jump to the outside if he wants to pass him. I don't think he's going to be able to pass him, though. Oh, now he jumps to the outside, but he ran out of track. Awesome run. And good sportsmanship in this race, too. All right. Here we go, folks. We're getting ready to start again with some speed. My kind of stuff. All right. Sixth grade girls, 200-meter dash. First section. Lane 2, Hardy. Lane 3, Smith. Lane 4, Rear. Lane 5, Tucker. Lane 6, Freeman. And lane 7, Blunt. Looks like lane 2. Looks like lane 2 is your leader. That would be Smith, Gildersleeve. Section 2. Harris, lane 1, lane 2, James, 3, Crawford, 4, Hayes Brown, 5, Samuels, 6, Yarborough, 7, Anderson, and 8, Richardson. Looks like lane 4 right now. Hayes Brown of an achievable dream. Looks like she's holding on. Third section, lane 1, Davis, lane 2, Walters, lane 3, Thompson, lane 4, Jackson, lane 5, Mizell, lane 6, Martinez, lane 7, Borden, and lane 8, Zur. Third and final section, folks. This would be considered the fast section. Let's see how they do. 4 so far. It's like an achievable dream. All right, achievable dream. All right. 8th grade, 7th and 8th grade girls, 200 meters. Lane 1, Moore. Lane 2, Mason, Warner. Lane 3, Sneed. Lane 4, Scott. Lane 5, Hubbard. Lane 6, Savage. Lane 7, Rodriguez. Lane 8, Timmons. Section 1. Oh, that was a false start. They didn't catch it. All right, come on, let's see what you do here. It's like lane 5. Hubbard, Gildersleeve. Finish. Come on, strong finish. Lane 5. Hubbard. All right, section 2, lane 1, Eason. Lane 2, Williams. Lane 3, Crawford Jackson. Lane 4, Rowe. Lane 5, Gwynn. Lane 6, Martinez. Lane 7, Beard. And lane 8, Johnson. All right, here we go. Oh, good race. Lane 5. Oh, it looks like lane 5. Ella Fitzgerald. Gwynn. Ella Fitzgerald. All right. Last and final section, the fast section. Lane 1, Anderson. Lane 2, Fields. Lane 3, Moody. Lane 4, Brown. Lane 5, Johnson. Lane 6, Daniels. Lane 7, Jones. And lane 8, Meads. Let's see how they do. All right. Race won't start until the announcer finishes. And he was letting everyone know that there's scoring based on finish for each event. There is a point system. There seems to be a little bit of a delay in the start of this final section. Starter's making his way over. Guns up. Here we go. Running against the clock. Looks like Achievable Dream out in front. Ran away with that one. All right, 6th grade boys, 200-meter dash. First section of 3, lane 1, Johnson, lane 2, Koch, lane 3, Blunt, lane 4, Singletary, lane 5, Witts, lane 6, So, and lane 7, Williams. Looks like our timing system administrator needs to get in shape too. All right, they're off. Here they come. 6th grade boys. First section, 200-meter dash. All right. All right. Second section, 6th grade boys, 200-meter dash. Lane 1, Anderson. Lane 2, Holland. Lane 3, Washington. Lane 4, Evans. Lane 5, Green. Lane 6, Sinat. Lane 7, Bagley. And lane 8, Rogers. All right. Here they come. He's making a move in lane 2. Oh, it looks like, nope, lane 3. Oh, somebody's out of their lane. They have 2 runners in lane 4, it looks like. Oh my goodness. They're going to straighten it out somehow down there. All right, 3rd and final section of 6th grade boys, 200-meter dash. Lane 1, Thomas. Lane 2, Kerr. Lane 3, Santifall. Lane 4, Strickland. Lane 5, Collins. Lane 6, Holland. Lane 7, James. And lane 8, Armstead. This is a close one. Right now, Hines. Looks like Hines Middle School. Space. Spot. Let's see. All right. 8th grade boys, 200. 7th and 8th grade boys, 200-meter dash. Lane 1, Simpkins. Lane 2, Merrill. Lane 3, McInnes. Lane 4, Watt. Lane 5, Smith. Lane 6, Butler. Lane 7, Thornton. And lane 8, Elliott. On the straightaway. Looks like lane 8. Oh, hold on. Finish. All right. Unofficially, it looks like lane 8. Second section. Boys, 200-meter dash. Lane 1. Dobson. Lane 2, Evans. Lane 3, Harris. Lane 4, Bethea. Lane 5, Rosemond. Lane 6, Whitby. Lane 7, Stewart. And lane 8, Perry. Here they come. Looks like lane 3. Harris. Ella Fitzgerald. Good run. Third and final section. It's considered the fast section. Lane 1, Jordan. Lane 2, Hill. Lane 3, James. Lane 4, Thomas. Lane 5, Nelms. Lane 6, Nicholson. Lane 7, Rogers. And lane 8, Durham. This is supposed to be the smoke, folks. Let's see if we get any. All right. Almost even off the turn. Okay. Wow. Lane 5. Good run. And I wish I could run that fast. Folks, I can't even run my mouth that fast. I tell you. Winding down, folks. We're coming to the signature event in track that usually ends all track meets. The 4x400 meter relay. All right. We got girls, 7th and 8th grade, 4x400 meter relay. Lane 1, An Achievable Dream. Lane 2, Booker T. Washington. Lane 3, Passage Middle School. Lane 4, Ella Fitzgerald. Lane 5, Crittenden. Lane 6, Gildersleeve. And lane 7, Hines. All right. They're going to run a 3-turn stagger. The first runner will stay in lanes all the way. The second runner will stay in their lane around the first turn, and all runners can break into lane 1 after they run that first turn, which will be 3 total turns for the event. There's a lot of chess match in running a 4x400 meter relay. There are some folks who think some coaches will put their best runner at anchor. Some will put them in the middle, maybe second or third. Some will put them first. But it's a chess match, folks. You really can't hide the speed. We're off. These first runners will stay in their lane all the way around the track. like lane 6 has made their move. And this is the last event of the day. Okay. Looks like Hines right now in lane 7. Now this next runner has to stay in their lane all the way around the turn. When they get to the other side of the track where the cones are lined up across the track, they can break into lane 1. These runners should go to lane 1 at this time. Looks like that runner, the lead runner, is still in their lane. All other runners have already broken into lane 1. And at this point, folks, the runner who's further out is running a further distance as well. She's got a sizable lead. All those runners should be breaking into lane 1 because the runners as they come in will move down into lane 1. They don't have to move outside unless they're close to someone else. All right, the third leg. Third leg of the relay. Looking pretty good. First place runner is running pretty good. Second place runner is running pretty well too. Looks like they're going to challenge that second place runner. And she responded. She responded with a little kick of her own. But so far, no one's closed any ground on first place. I believe that's Passage Middle School. And your anchor lap, your anchor runners. Right. Well, they have made up distance on the first place runner. Got to respond, and she did respond. She's going with her. Oh, now we have a race, folks. Oh, that's it right there. Don't you love it? I do. There we go. Come on, can she respond back one more time? That's an awesome job, folks. Awesome job. Both runners. Still got runners out. Finishing up. Finish strong. Finish strong. Awesome job. Awesome. These young athletes have done an awesome job today. They should be proud of themselves.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's track field in Newport
Next up and last event of the evening, the boys 7th and 8th grade 4x400 meter relay. Lane 1, Booker T. Lane 2, An Achievable Dream. Lane 3, Crittenden Middle. Lane 4, Ella Fitzgerald. Lane 5, Hines Middle. Lane 6, Gildersleeve. And Lane 7, Passage Middle School. Again, folks, a 3-turn stagger. First runner, stay in their lane all the way around. Second runner, stay in their lane around the first turn, and they break on the back stretch. They can break into lane 1, all runners.
We need passage, girls, 4x4. Come like you just ran with your uniform. We only want is a 4x4, ladies. Just a 4x4 right there. And your baton. Come on, girls, come on, girls. Ladies and gentlemen, Merit Passage! Good job, ladies.
I'm not sure, but it looks like that might have been a middle school record. I don't know. I'll have to check on that.
Boys, whoever wins this, we're going to do the same for you. Give you jerseys on, coaches out on the field, at the scoreboard. Ladies and gentlemen, last event, thank you for your support. We will do the presentations of the awards at the end of this meeting.
There's the gun, folks. One total mile. Quarter mile for each runner. Looks like Hines. Yes, there's a runner ahead of him. Runners get to break into lane 1. Here's your second runner. Finishing strong. Runners are finishing strong. Hines still in the lead.
2:09 and a half. Fitzgerald coming up.
Hines is doing a really good job. Sizable lead on the second and third place runners. He took a little glance back to see where they were. He'll learn, but that's a no-no. Never look back. All right. Hines has opened up an even larger lead. Probably about 70 meters, 60 to 70 meters. Right. Looks like Hines is finishing up. They're bringing it in. One of the boys 4x4 will be Hines Middle School. There's a fight for second and third. It's looking like a good one. All right. Oh, almost. Close, no cigar. Just ran out of track, folks. Didn't have enough track left. Awesome. It was an awesome day here at Todd Stadium. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you'll tune in again next year. Still have a runner out and finishing up strong. There you go. Awesome job, all these young athletes. Proud of the job that they did out here today. Again, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you saw some good stuff. I saw some good things out there. And again, I hope you would come back and join us again in 2026. Thank you again. I'm Carl Painter, and hope you enjoyed it.